Jai Hind. I'm Vedanand Singh and you are most welcome on my YouTube channel. Today in this video, I'm going to do the complete question answer of the unit 3rd. The name of the chapter is uh, heat. So we have done all the question answers. So look, first is that is the MCQ type of questions are here. And for your betterment, I have highlighted the answer with the red color. So I'm not going to read all the options. Simply, I would read out the answer only. So the first is which of the following is a method of heat transfer? The correct answer of the option among given option is that is conduction. Now the next is what is the best conductor of heat? That is the metal is the best conductor of heat among these four options. Now the next is third number question. What process allows warm air to rise and cool air to sink? The answer of the question is that is convection. That is the B is the correct option for this question. Now the next is which method of heat transfer does not require medium? That is the radiation does not require any medium. So C is the correct option for the question. Now the next is which of these in examples of radiations? Among this fourth option, the heat is a form of the sun, that is a radiation. Generally heat sun produces radiation through where you get the sunlight. Now the next question is that is the fill in the blanks, means the fill in the blanks. I have written the answer with the red colors here. What you have to fill in the blanks, that is the heat always moves from hotter object to cooler object. So in the first you will fill up the hotter and the second cooler. Now the next is the process of heat transfer through the direct contact, that is called conduction. Now the next is the movement of warm water in a pot is an example of convection. Now the next is heat from the sun rises through, that is the radiation. Now the next is dash are material do not conduct heat as well, that is the insulator. It does not conduct any heat or electricity. Now the next is that is the true false based questions are here. The first is conductor occurs in gases, that is the false. No, it is only in matter. Now next is convection is a transfer of heat in liquid and gases. Yes, that is the true. And the next is radiation does not require a medium to transfer. Yes, this is true. There is no need to medium for transfer and transferring heat through the radiation. The next is metal are the poor conductor of heat. No, that is false. The next is heat flows from cooler object to hotter object. No, that is the false. The next is to define the following terms. The type questions are here. Here the terms are given here and you have to define. We have written the answer in point wise. It would help you at least if you write the 2 points or 3 points in exam. It would give, you can get the better marks. So the first is heat is a form of energy. Next is it makes things warm or hot, and the next is it can move from hot objects to cold one, and the next example is sun gives us heat to the earth. Now the next is conduction. Conduction is transfer of heat through the solid. Heat moves from the hot part to the cold part of the object. Next it happens best in metal. Next examples are metal spoon gets hotter when placed near the hot tea. So next is convection. The transfer of heat through liquid or gases, that is known as convection. Now the hot part rise up and cooler part sink down. Next this makes a circular movement of heat. Now the next is examples, that is the water boils in a pot by convection. Now the next is radiation. Heat travels in the form of waves. Now it does not need a medium through the radiation. There is no need to medium to travel. Along with this, the examples are heat from the sun reaches us through the space. It does not require any medium. Now the next is fifth number, that is insulators. Material which does not allow heat to pass through easily, that is the insulator. Next, if it stops heat loss or heat entry. Examples are wood, plastic, bowls, and good. These are the good insulators. Now next type question is match the column, means you have to match the column with A and B. So we have already written the option matched, so you can do it correctly. So conduction C, that is the heat transfer by contact. Now the next convection, that is it B is a correct option, means current in liquid and gases. The next is third radiation, means heat transfer of heat through waves. So A is a correct option. Now the insulator, fourth, is that the option is a correct material that blocks the heat. Generally, insulator blocks the heat which does not allow to pass through them. Now the next is metal. That is, the metal is a good conductor of heat and electricity. So E is a correct option for this question. Now these are the statement based questions are here. So here what you have to do, you have to write the proper reason for the given statement. The first is metals are used to make cooking utensils. Yes, it is because metals are the good conductor of heat. This is the first point. And the second point is they heat up quickly and cook food faster. This is also a reason behind this. But the next statements are, second statement it is heat from the sun reaches the earth through radiation. Yes, the option reason is no air or matter in space uh, required, because it is in the radiation there is no need for any medium. So that's why this is important. Now the next third number question is conve convection helps tribute heat distribute heat in the pot of boiling water. Answer is in convection hot water rises and cold water sinks, creating a smaller circular movement inside it. And the next point it is this helps spread the heat evenly throughout the pot. Now the fourth is woolen clothes keeps us warm in winter. The reason is wool traps air in its fiber and air is a poor conductor of heat. This traps air helps keep our body heat in and cold out. Pot Next statement is pot handles are often made of plastic or wood. It is because first that is the poor conductor of heat, that's why it is made of. And the next is they do not get easy hot, means it cannot get hot easily. Along with this, it saves to hold the pot without burning our hand, means we can hold it with hand. No, there is no harmful for us. Now answer in brief. These questions we have to answer in brief. So the first question is what is heat? The answer is it is a form of energy. First point. Second, it makes things hotter. Third point is it can move from one object to another object. Next is question, that is how does conduction differ from convection? Now here answer is what I have written. Conduction happens in solid where heat passes by the direct contact. Convection happens in liquid and gas where heat moves through the movement of particle. These are the basic difference between the conduction and convection. Now the third number question is why do we feel warm sitting near a fire? The answer is the fire gives off heat through radiation. This heat travels through air and warms our body, keeps our body warm. These are the reason. Now the next is fourth number is how does convection help in heating water? The answer is when water is heated, hot water rises and cold water sinks. The next is this creates a circular movement that spreads through heat through the water. The next fifth number question, that is the important question. What is radiation? Radiation is a way heat travels without touching or moving matters. Next point is it can pass through the empty space like heat from the sun to the earth. Now the next type question is answer in details. We have to write the answer in details. These are the lengthy questions. Answer would be some lengthy. The next is explain the three method of heat transfer with examples. Means question is clear. You have to write the three method through which heat is transferred. Along with that, you have to write the example. So first is conduction. In the conduction, this is the first method. Heat transfer by direct contacts. Second point is it happens in solid, especially metals. Examples are a metal spoon become hotter when placed in hot tea. These are the first method. The second method is convection, that is the heat transfer by the movement of liquid or gases, and hot parts rises and cool parts sink, forming a cycle. The next examples are water boils in a pot as hot water rises and cold water goes down. And the next is radiation. This is the third method, that is radiation. Heat transfer without touching or movement of matters. And this next you have to write the point in. It travels in the form of wave. Examples are when we feel warm from the sun even though it's so far away. These are the through the radiation. These are the three methods uh, of heat transfer, and we have given the examples also. Now the next second number question is, describe the role of conductors and insulator in our daily life. The answer is, what is the role of conductor? First let we study this one. Material that allows heat to pass through easily. The next examples are metal like iron and coppers. Generally, it is used in cooking utensils and electric wires. Conductors are used for this purpose. And the insulator, material that do not let heat pass through easily. The examples are wood, plastic, and wool. It is used in handle pot of warm cloth and house insulation. The next third question is, how does convection work in heating liquid and gases? Answer is, when liquid or gas is heated, the hot part becomes lighter and rises. The cooler part sinks down because it is heavier. The third point is, this movement creates a circular flow that is called convection current. The next is, this helps the spreading heat through out the liquid and gases. Examples are heating water or warming air rising in the room. So these are the complete answer for this question number third, the convection work in heating and gases. The next fourth number question is, discuss the importance of radiation in our environment. We have to discuss the importance of radiation. What are the importance? The next is, radiation help us to receive the heat from light from the sunlight. And the next is, it keeps the earth warm and suitable for life. Next is, plant use sunlight for photosynthesis purpose. Next is, solar panels uses heat radiation to produce electricity. Next, without radiation, earth would not be too cold to live on. Now the next question is, that is the fifth number question. How is temperature measured and what are the common units? Means simply you have to see how temperature is generally measured and what are the common unit of that measurement. Now the next is, temperature tells us how hot or cold something is. Next it is measured by using thermometer, and common unit of the temperature is, one is Celsius, that is used in most countries and school also. And the next is Fahrenheit, it is mainly used in USA. And Kelvin generally used in scientific lab, science lab, it is used in Kelvin. So these are the basic unit for managing temperature measurement. With this end, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.